Hello and welcome back to yet another video about Guardians. It's me, FoxyNoTail, and I'm here back on my creative realm with an idea that GruvaGuy basically gave me. He explained a portal design for a Guardian farm where someone was using glitch portals through the water to get the Guardians to go through on various levels. Now I thought the design I came up with yesterday was pretty good. Now this one might not look like a great deal's going on. Might look like there's hardly anything going on at all here, but if we go through one of these portals, you'll see just exactly what's happening on the other side. If we go through here like this, you'll see Chuck's here AFK, and we have tons and tons of these. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Chuck through the other side so we can see them coming through and how fast they come through. Right, okay, so we've got Chuck AFK in above this thing, so let's go back through this and see what's happening on the other side. And if we stand here, look at that. Look how many are just pouring through that portal. It's absolutely insane. We get tons and tons and tons of Guardians this way. Probably too many to handle. This is probably going to end up lagging and backing up the server. So on the other side of the portal, what you see is we've got some lava here, which is just a lava blade and a really long chute going all the way down there. Now this isn't the only way to kill them, but it's a very quick way to kill them, and because we've got so much room in the nether we can do this. The other way, you could put some magma blocks down with hopper minecarts inside or other things like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log Chuck into the game. He's going to be there AFK, and you'll be able to see how many are falling through this thing and dying at the other end. This is absolutely ridiculous, the rates we get on this. So he's logging into the game now. Here we go, we're instantly starting to get these things coming through, and if we fall down to the bottom we'll be able to see just how many of these we're actually getting coming through at once. Here we go, they're coming through thick and fast now. They're all falling down, and hopefully their items are all going into this chest here. There they are, and you can see it's a never-ending wave of Guardians falling through this thing. If you do it on magma blocks, they all seem to pile up. We get more through than we can actually kill off quick enough. So a drop shoot is the fastest and easiest way to get rid of them without lagging your realm out from tons and tons of Guardians being in the nether. So there you go, top tips from FoxyNoTail. Now, one thing I haven't looked at is what happens if we're both on the other side. Do we need two players to run this, or can we do it with just one player? If I go through here in the same place as Chuck, we're still going to get tons of Guardians going through the other side. They're all going to go through into the nether, but are they going to start backing up on the other side, or are they going to fall down? Because the nether's technically unloaded. Are they all just going to be there and start falling as I go through? Yes, they are. They're all actually sat on the portal block until I go through. So we're basically effectively cramming up the nether with entities, but they will eventually drop down here. So you don't need two people, but it's advisable to have two people for this. So I'm going to figure out what rates we get from this thing then. Okay, so I've cleared this chest out. I've turned off all of the command blocks in the overworld, so there's nothing killing any of the drowns or the dolphins or the zombies or the creepers, so it's completely vanilla. I'm going to leave this running for 5 minutes and see what we get. I'll see you in a second. Right, there we go. That's been 5 minutes. I've logged Chuck out so we don't get anything else through, and in the chest we have not that much for 5 minutes really, considering. Right, that works out at around about 2,400 items per hour, which is quite good, but it's not brilliant. And the reason for that is that there's too many other mobs around the area. If we go back through the portal, I'll show you exactly what's going on with our command blocks again. And you'll see instantly as we go up here, we've got tons and tons of drowns. Do you remember this from the last video? All these lights here are how many drowns we've got in the areas, and all of these ones here are how many zombies and creepers and things. And look, we've got more than 6 zombies hanging around. We've got a load of zombie villagers and creepers and skeletons and things like that. So that's all affecting the rates. So let's simulate this if we was to actually clean up the area. So if we put this kill command thing back on, that's going to get rid of everything except for the Guardians pretty much. So that should give us a better indication of what rates we could get from this if we was to sort out our area. So we did all the cave lighting and we stopped the drowns from spawning by spamming sea pickles everywhere. Someone in the comments asked me, why do we have to get rid of the water from all this area? Because in the last video we had a hopper minecart track, and hopper minecarts work underwater in Bedrock Edition. The reason is that as soon as you put water above this level here, Guardians are going to start spawning in the water rather than in our little bits of water here. So we could probably raise this up a little bit to save us sort of mining out all of this, but we're still going to have to get rid of at least 4 layers of water for this to work, or maybe 3, I don't know. Well, I've not tested that, but this is just a concept. This isn't a working farm, this is not a finished farm, it's just a concept. So I'm going to get Chuck back in again in a second. We're going to go back through the nether, reset everything, and we'll do another test as if we had sorted out the area, so done all the cave lighting and lit up the ocean so that the drown's out there. And we can use sea lanterns to get rid of that as well, which is something I didn't know before. So my inventory is clear, the chest is clear. I'm going to log Chuck back in, and then I'm going to start the stopwatch. 3, 2, 1, go. And that's 5 minutes exactly. Let's stop the stopwatch. Let's log Chuck out. Let's stop the Guardian spawning. Let's let the item hoppers get the items through. Let's make sure they're not all backed up, which they're not. That's very good. And there we go. That's a much better haul for just 5 minutes. That's pretty good going. Let's work it out. Okay, so that actually works out at around about 8,600 items per hour. So if we work that out in stacks, that's 135 stacks, which if we work that out in terms of chests, is 5 single chests or 2.5 double chests. So 2.5 double chests of items per hour with this design. So it's not the fastest design in the world, but it's the fastest one personally that I've ever seen on Bedrock edition of the game. So let's just hop out here and quickly see how it's done. We're not using anything underneath again. Everything underneath is completely empty. There's no monument there, just water. And what these are is just exactly what we had in the last video, but instead of having a little lava blade and some magma blocks, we've got an offset portal. And basically what happens is the Guardians spawn in the water there and they glitch through to that side, and it's always in that direction. They never come out in any other direction. They glitch through and they touch the portal and they instantly go through the portal. So it's instant, and literally as soon as they spawn in, they go through the portal. So they've got no time in the overworld, so no time to take up the mod cap, no time to take up the density cap. So we can just keep getting things spawning through over and over and over again. And the reason we got loads of items floating around here is because the command blocks are back on, killing everything that's in the area other than Guardians, so we can see how fast this would be if we did our cave lighting and if we lit around the ocean. Again, I just want to clarify, if you want to get rid of drowns, I didn't realise this in the last episode, but I understand now, if you go around and basically plant tons and tons of sea pickles around on top of the ocean floor, that will stop drown spawning. So it's a bit of a job. It's a bit of a job to do, but if you've got a conduit, it won't take too long. The other thing that people keep saying to me is, can we use a conduit to kill off the Guardians? I don't know. Conduits don't kill anything. They just allow you to breathe, mine, and swim around underwater better. You can see better underwater. You don't need oxygen underwater, and you can mine better underwater. They don't kill anything. I think maybe they make you a little bit stronger, but they don't kill mobs. So conduits are no good for this other than helping you clear out the area around this. So there you go. That's that short little video. Yet another farm designed by me. And this week has been Guardian crazy. This is the one I think I'm going to end up using on the realm, which means we are going to need probably 2 people to use it, but at the rates we're getting, we won't need to be AFK for very long to get tons and tons and tons of Guardian stuff. So there we go. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!